Let's tune in and find out. So, Libras, I see you like sliding in. It's like it's ice and you're on your knees and you're sliding in. It's like it's just going so fast. It's like, wait, 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 slow things down. I feel like, you don't have enough hours in the day. There's so much to do. You're feeling like you might be a little bit overwhelmed. You have, pie in the sky ideas and, and you need six hands and you only have two. It's one of those, hurry up and trying to get it done. But then there's also this sort of painful waiting. So it's this back and forth. So it's a busy, hectic schedule, but I feel like there's also sprinkled a lot of fun in January as well. So all in all, the energy is really happy and really exciting, and just sliding into the new year, like I said, really fast. Not exactly on your feet though, like on your knees, right? And so, but the good news is you don't have a face plant, and you haven't fallen, right? So you're upright and you're happy. So this is good. So let's see if we can get a little more specific for you, and let's start with your romantic relationships and see what's in store for those of you that are already in a coupled romantic relationship. So let's see. So I really see you and your partner working together, and there are some struggles in the way of communication, or one person wanting to do it their way and you wanting to do it your way, and so but I feel like there's an overall happiness and a cadence that things are working and progressing and moving in the right direction. So I see you working together and having fun. So that's a really powerful vision to have for yourself and for your partner. There's also some relief. Like there is some relief that you've made it through, like you've made it through a difficult time. And I do feel like things can get easier for you both in terms of financial strife. I feel like maybe that's behind you and things are starting to open up financially for you. So that feels good. And I also feel like there's an ability, like a helpfulness with one another. So I see you helping each other. So it's a really nice energy that's flowing between the two of you. And there's also some excitement happening too with this. And so whatever plans you have or that you're creating together, it feels exciting, and it feels, like this is good. It feels like best friend energy, and, kind of, the two of you kind of aligning together and figuring things out. So it feels really exciting and really nice. Okay, so let's look at you Libras who are interested in finding romance and what's in store for you in January. So the first thing that comes in is you have to be patient and not give yourself away, and make the other person work a little bit harder to get to know you. So don't offer everything so freely, because what you'll do is you'll start an imbalance in the relationship where you're always giving, always giving, always giving, right? So part of what you want to do, Libras, is be able to hold back a little bit and let them give you a little bit. Let them show you what they're capable of. Let them show you how they feel about you, instead of you being so generous. So you're being asked to hold back, or just hold back a little bit, to allow them to show you how they're really feeling about you, right? So actions always speak louder than words. And if you do that, you're gonna be able to clearly see, how serious this person is about you. And so it will keep you from wasting a lot of time with the wrong people, or giving too much energy to a situation or to somebody that doesn't deserve it. And you'll also be able to see when somebody does care for you or they do like you, you'll be able to see what that looks like, and it will allow you then to really nurture the right relationships so you can actually get what you want. So just keep that tip in mind. Lots of opportunities to date and see people, but just don't give too much to it. Allow them to give to you. And if they don't step in, that's a clue, right? If they're not showing up, that's a clue. Either they're not that into you, or they're not ready, or they're not wanting to go as fast as you two. Okay, so let's move now into career for Libras and what can be expected in the career for Libra for January. So you have an opportunity this month to make a statement. People are listening, you've got people's attention, and now it's time to kind of show them the roadmap, show them what you're thinking, show them where you're going, show them what you would like from them. So you've got this, it's like you've got the stage and people are kind of coming in. It's not fully organized yet. It's not, but you're gathering some strength. You're starting to gather some momentum in your career. And what's being required of you is to stand up and to say what you want, and to speak up and not to be afraid to be seen. And by doing that, you're going to bring more people in. So it's about get going. It's about speaking up. It's about willing to be heard, and it's not being afraid, and don't back down. You know your value, you know your value, you know your worth, you know what you want to say. And if you don't, ask your friends. Ask them, what do you think I'm good at? How do you think I should handle this? How would you approach this? Right? Ask your best friend. If you're confused about your own talents or abilities, let your best friend key you in, right? And if you don't have a best friend, then pay somebody like me who can just tap in and see and go, you know what? This is what you're really good at. This is the direction you should go. This is how you should handle it. This is what you need to do. And, together we'll help you figure out your career and launch you to the next step. Okay? There's no reason for you to be blind about your own talents and your own gifts. All right, let's move into money. Okay, let's see what's in store for Libras for money for January. Okay, so I see you aiming big and hitting it and launching it. And it doesn't happen so much in the beginning of the month, but at the end of the month, I see that you could have a big windfall come in. You could have big money come in around that January 21st, that total eclipse in Leo, that super full, they call it a super blood wolf moon eclipse. Exactly. And the reason they call it a wolf moon is because it's the first full moon in the month of January. And the blood moon is because the sun, the moon, and the earth are all lined up. And when that light comes in through the earth's atmosphere, it makes the moon look that red color. So that's where that blood moon comes from, right? So the super blood wolf moon eclipse means it's that blue moon, that blood moon, and the wolf moon is the first eclipse of the year, or the first full moon of the year. So this is a super moon. So right, so it's a total lunar eclipse on January 21st. That's a lot. Anyway, so there's a lot of energy, and I think financially there may be something that comes in or that launches or that you hit or that you that starts to kind of gather some momentum around that time. And now remember, this can go out, for 30 days, and they can go up to 6 months before they actually you really feel the full effects of them. Yeah, but I don't see any money problems. So I feel like your money is good, and I feel like you're heading in the right direction. Okay, let's see about your health. Anything you need to be aware of about your health? Yeah, I just want you to pace yourself. Want you to not overdo it. You know what works for you. You know what doesn't work for you. So stay in alignment with what works for you. Right? If you know caffeine's bad for you, then stay away from it, right? If you know alcohol doesn't serve you, then don't drink. If you know fatty foods, upset your stomach, then don't eat them, right? It's just knowing yourself and then honoring it. And if you do that, I really feel like this year is going to be a great year for you. And, and it's the same thing with, cigarette smoke or pot smoke or anything else. If something doesn't support you, move away from it, don't move towards it. Okay, so just some really practical advice there. Let's see if there's anything unexpected for you Libras for this month. Yeah, unexpected success around love, around something that you love or that someone loves you. There's some surprise at how much maybe you find somebody who really looks at you and goes, oh my God, you're amazing at this. I want to help you. Or it could even be a romantic love. But it's kind of like this shock, like I had no idea that people valued that, or I have no idea that this person values me that much. So it's around recognition and around admiration, and it's around this feeling of love. So there's a surprise energy of being loved. It's just really kind of nice. Okay, anything else that we need to know around this partial solar eclipse in Capricorn, January 5th for you Libras? Yeah, the biggest thing is don't expect too much from people. The people, they're, this is kind of a little bit of a cantankerous, cranky. This eclipse, it could rub people the wrong way. So you just want to kind of do your best to be neutral and try not to put too much pressure on your loved ones or on people around you, having too much expectation, because it could be a bit of an electric energy. So just be aware, a lot of emotions could be stirred up and happening around that January 5th. And then that January 21st, you want to be careful not to overspend, right? It's like you could get a lot of money in, but a lot of money could go out. So you just want to be careful that you're not swinging the extreme from one extreme to the other, right? And just you want to temper the money that you have. You want to be careful not to just spend it all. So look at, being a little more conservative with your spending and with your habits, because you might get a lot in, but then all of a sudden you might want to spend a lot of money. So resist that temptation to have it be all or nothing. All right, Libras, have an amazing month. Happy New Year to you all. Thank you so much for this last year, for watching and connecting with my intuitive astrology and also my weekly wake-ups. I genuinely appreciate it. If you would, please continue to share and like and comment below, and also go to my website, Peggy Rometo, and if you're not on my contacts, please connect with me and get your name on my email list. I'm going to be sharing here in the next couple of weeks a new program that I have coming out called Get Dialed In, which is going to help you just be more in tune with your life and more in tune with your own intuition and being able to lead and guide yourself and get your own answers and just have life look a little bit better. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for all that you do. Lots of love to you. Happy New Year, and wishing you lots of prosperity and abundance. I'll see you again soon.